So first of all, I just want to say that I've had two former coaches / teachers come up to me and put a little pressure on me to be very entertaining. So hopefully I will be, and there'll be a few laughs, but if not, I'm sorry. I tried. It's all good. But first and foremost, after that, I just want to say thank you guys. I'm really, really honored to be here today receiving this award. Sports have always been a huge part of my life. My mom told me that at age 2, I taught myself to swim at Electric Swim Club just by watching the older kids. So obviously, I love being in the water and I love moving my body. I started swimming competitively and playing soccer at age 6 and continued competing in both sports through sophomore year of college. In high school, sports were undoubtedly my favorite part of being in high school. Although I do have to piggyback off of Graham, except for driver's ed. Okay? Seriously, if anyone had the pleasure of having driver's ed with Coach Valori and Martin, it was amazing. Like, it was happening during, I think we had it instead of gym class, but one day a week we had lab, and I literally would forget to go to lab for chemistry all the time, and I'd be like, hey, you didn't call me. I'm like, German, you're not supposed to be here. So then I was late to lab, but oh well. Thank you guys. You made driver's ed really entertaining, and I learned a lot. And I think I'm a pretty good driver. My family could debate that. So, back to this. I've always loved science, and in particular, the physical sciences. So in high school, my favorite subject was biology, and when I went to Gettysburg College, I thought I was going to major in just that. But then I get to college, and this whole world of health and exercise science was opened up to me, and I was like, this is the greatest thing ever, okay? A whole subject and field dedicated to improving performance. And being the athlete, I was like, this is just awesome. I want to do this. So I was hooked. Sign me up. That's what I did. I double majored in biology and health and exercise science. Because as my family and friends know, I'm totally not an overachiever or anything. When I graduated, I did not know exactly what I wanted to do in the field. And I dabbled. I was a personal trainer, physical therapy aide, wellness specialist, assistant club swim coach, assistant high school soccer coach, and the list goes on. It was not until I went back to Gettysburg College, which was my undergrad alma mater, as the assistant women's soccer and golf coach. And I want to clarify something. That was my title. Okay, my responsibility with golf was being the chaperone. Okay, I was not a golfer. I took them to their tournaments, but hey, it was my title, so I included it. And when I was back there during that 1.5-year stint, one of the defensive line football coaches tried to get a strength and conditioning program up and running. And typically in D3 schools, they didn't have the money or the funding, so they didn't have those programs. But when I saw that he was starting this, I was like, that's awesome. I want to be involved. And I knew that this is what I wanted to do after that. And for me, because I learned best being immersed in an educational environment, applying what I'm learning, I went back to grad school, Springfield College, Massachusetts. I got my master's in strength and conditioning. And now, I'm not solely working with athletes, but the knowledge, the experience I gained while being in that environment, in that program, was able to apply to all populations and all client levels. So circling back to my athletic career, I have been extremely fortunate to have amazing coaches my entire athletic career, which clearly it started at age 2. Just kidding, started at age 6 when I was competing. And a few of them are sitting here today. So you already heard from Coach Lee Troutman, he was my soccer coach at East, and Coach Bill Shepard, who is on the committee. He was my head swim coach at East. And I want to say thank you to both of you for being motivating, inspiring, passionate, and compassionate coaches. For me, you knew when to poke the bear to get me to rise to the next level. And you also knew when not to. I truly appreciated being one of your athletes and being part of the program. In college, I had amazing coaches as well. So I did not get recruited to play soccer at Gettysburg. And I was fully okay with that. I loved that the coach there at the time, my coach, Todd Warasek, said to me, Julia, I know nothing about you, but you can come to preseason and you can show me what you got. And I loved that honesty. I did not actually like going on visits and being like, you're going to start, and we're going to win national titles. Like, that to me just felt like, yeah, maybe. Okay. And then my swim coach at Gettysburg, I chose to do both sports for 2 years. I went to him and said, hey, Coach Raleigh, can I come swim after soccer's over? I'm not going to start until soccer's over, but can I come swim? And he's like, sure, we'd love to have you, Vernon. He also said to me at some point in this conversation, once it stops being fun, what's the point in doing it? And that was the first time this light bulb went off of like, oh, you mean I have permission to like not do this? Because I've done this my whole life, this is what I do. And just to kind of circle back real quick, my sophomore year of high school, I got mono and I didn't know I had it. And so I swam and competed in soccer for 4 months until I finally was able to get diagnosed. And it was like so taxing and draining to try and psych myself up for competition, for meets, for relays, for races, but I did it. So I was pretty burnt out after that, just because mentally fatiguing, not just to mention physically. So I went into college and I had fun doing both sports the first year. Halfway through the second year swim, I got burnt out. I didn't want to quit because that's not my personality, so I hung in there, I finished the season, and then I hung up my captain goggles for over 20 years. And during those 20 years, I did pop in the pool and the ocean and swim every now and again, but I didn't do it consistently, I wasn't on a team, I didn't make a commitment to anybody, and I really didn't want to compete at that point. But let's fast forward to April of 2021, and I said yes to a 7-week session with the Masters swim team in Rhode Island, which is where I live now. And I was like, I can do 7 weeks. I could love it, I could hate it, but it's okay, because I can do it. It's only 7 weeks. Well, it turned out I loved it. So I'm back in the pool, I'm back with the team, I'm back competing. And I came out of competitive retirement in April of 2022, and I did my first Masters swim meet. So here we are, we're doing it again. Oh, thanks. You too. Sorry, that was loud. I'm almost done. Hang in there. Okay. To me, though, there is something so special about being an athlete and part of a team. As athletes, we are consistently striving to improve ourselves, fine-tune our bodies for optimal performance, as well as our minds, which may be the more important of the two. Because our minds can psych us up or psych us out. It really depends if we let them. And in part, that is where our coaches come into play, being that vote of confidence to help us get out of our heads, into our bodies with a calm, focused mind. And I love that I get to be that for others today. I have my own business, and I am coaching just in a different capacity. Not on the field, not on the court, or in the pool, but I'm in the studio and I'm still helping others become the best version of themselves, mind, body, and soul. What I do for a living, it truly is my passion. I absolutely love it. And I'm so grateful that I get to work with amazing clients, amazing humans, and be part of their journeys. As I wrap up, I would like to say thank you to my best friend Debbie for nominating me for this award. I'm so grateful for your support and our friendship since we were kids. And always making me laugh. Always. To my parents, thank you for creating the opportunities for me to participate in the sports and activities that I love. And for allowing me to pick where I wanted to go to college. That truly helped me pick the place where I felt I could grow, learn, and shine the most. And thank you, Mom, for always being sure I got to my practices, games, swim meets, soccer tournaments, and sitting in the stands for hours on end, swim meets, anyway, or standing on the sidelines in any type of weather just to watch me play. To John and Nurasel, thank you for being here today and being two of my biggest cheerleaders. Not to mention being there for me to throw business ideas around and get some coaching and guidance in that way. My boyfriend Rob, my brother Andrew, my sister-in-law Flo, my 3 nephews, Nico, Oliver, and Lucas, thank you for being here today to support me and for always having my back. I love spending time with you, and just so you know, I'm secretly always competing. Once an athlete, always an athlete, what can I say? But now the secret's out, so it's no longer a secret. And I'm just kidding, I'm only sometimes competing with you, okay? But thank you to the committee for this Hall of Fame event, this is awesome. Thank you for selecting me for this award. I really, truly am humbled and I'm truly honored. And congratulations to all the other recipients here today. It's been such a pleasure to be here honoring and celebrating you. Thanks.